Okay. Hi, souls. Well, I was gonna read all that, but it was going by pretty fast. Anyways, yes, I have a voice, as you can hear. And I had fully intended on doing, Power Wash Simulator as the game while I do this whole channel update thing, but I don't have Power Wash Simulator installed on my computer at the moment, so we're just going to restart Tiny Bookshop, which I have played at least half of this game and then got distracted and went to go do something else. So now that I have a channel, I can replay this and actually play through the entire thing. And this is a good one to do with a voice because there's things to read. However, before we get started, I wanted to do the whole channel update thing. So as you can hear, I have a voice, but I wanted to explain why I've not been talking this entire time and why I had opted in the beginning to do no commentary gameplay. For multiple reasons. I have social anxiety. I get tongue-tied very easily. I stumble over my words and everything else, and I'm just not a good speaker overall. Point in case. But I was feeling not as connected to, filming gameplay and posting up on a channel and everything else. There's a time and a place to have no commentary gameplay, and I'm still going to have that on my channel, especially WoW on Saturdays. That doesn't need to have game or commentary. That is quite literally made to be a no commentary gameplay. But I regret doing my Outbound series no commentary because there are several times where I wished I had my voice to explain what I am doing because I definitely make a lot of mistakes or weird decisions that I wished I had commentary to explain why I'm doing the things that I'm doing. But the reason why I had opted, besides the whole social awkward thing, but the reason why I had opted not to use my voice is because mainly because of voice strain. You're going to hear through this playthrough. I'm going to try my best to try to mute my mic or pause the recording and then jump cut it or whatever. But I am cancer free now, knock on wood, that remains, but I had thyroid cancer. I had a total thyroidectomy where they completely remove your thyroid. Your thyroid isn't attached to your vocal cords, but it's pretty close. And as the surgeon had explained to me, even if you look at the vocal cords wrong, they freak out. They're very delicate pieces of work in your throat. Well, after my thyroidectomy, I'm healed and everything else, but you have the scar tissue, you have the chronic dryness of the throat and everything, and just overall just fatigue of your throats from that surgery and the fact that you have an organ removed from your throat, that I constantly struggle with my voice. So I'm getting better, but my voice might die on me. I might start going into a coughing fits because, dryness in my throat. I try to keep myself hydrated as best as I can and everything, but if I do commentary videos like this, it's going to have to be smaller videos, or I'm going to have to take voice breaks to where we just focus on the gameplay and me not talking. I can't talk the entire video. There's just no way I can do that for multiple reasons. The big one being voice strain, but also I'm very bad with small talk. I can't, if there's nothing for me to read on the video game or commentary to make on the video game, then I have no reason to talk. So, all that being said, let's get this thing started. This video is going to be very short. This was more of me just updating to let you know I'm going to give a voice to my gameplay from now on, moving forward. Not for the Outbound series, but I am going to introduce new games on Thursdays instead of being Outbound series both Tuesday and Thursday until we're done with Outbound, and then I'll do my review for Outbound, and then from then on I will do commentary for Tuesdays and Thursday video games that I'm planning to do on those days, whether it's a series for another big game or if I split it where Tuesdays for the series and Thursdays to find other video games to test and try, and whatever it is I decide to do, it'll be commentary. I need to take a breath for a moment. Hold on. Whew. Okay. And then Saturday will be no commentary World of Warcraft playthrough because, like I said, that's not going to have commentary. That's going to just straight up be focused on the story itself. I could include commentary of me reading the quest, and honestly, I probably should. Now I'm starting to rethink if I want to do that. My first video was no commentary, though. Huh. I suppose if you're listening to this right now, if you have a thought on if I should keep my WoW playthrough or my Outbound playthrough as no commentary throughout the rest of the series, make your comments below, or if you think I should just continue the series with my voice. I would love to hear what your opinion is of that. But let's go ahead and get on to the actual game here, the Tiny Bookshop. Is that what it's called? Now I'm starting to second guess the name of this game. Yeah, Tiny Bookshop. Why did I... For some reason, I was sitting there thinking, that's not the name of the game. What are you talking about? It is called the Tiny Bookshop. Or not it's Tiny Bookshop. Anyways, let's go ahead and get into this. Like I said, I have played this game before. I've done half of it. I enjoy it. And I want to start over, but this time as a series for the channel. So, yeah, let's go ahead and get into the game. Okay, let's open the shop. There's, oh, I forgot her name. She's coming in to give us our tutorial, or I may have made the settings where it's not going to show me the tutorial. I probably should have looked up my settings. Also, I'm not going to be doing voices. I can barely do my own voice, okay? Tilly, that's her name. My, what a sight. You must be the new bookseller. I've heard so much about you. Who are you? Oh, how rude of me. I'm Tilly. I used to run the local bookstore here before my retirement. Lovely to meet you. I'm here to welcome you to our quaint little town. And because I thought you could use someone to show you the ropes around here. Let's see. You should know that us Bookstonians have very particular taste in books. I, for example, prefer to read classic and crime novels and not much else. My kind of person. I like horror more than crime. Well, actually, no, I've been getting into thrillers lately. So why don't I have a look at your selection and see if I can find something worthwhile? I need a water break while she's looking. All right. Bravo, you had the right book on hand. When a customer finds a book, they will keep looking for more. Apparently, I still do have my tutorials on. I guess because I started a new game. More people are showing up. I don't have a whole lot of crime books. Sadly, you didn't have the right book on offer. Even though you may have books of the right genre, whether people actually take one home depends on your sale chance. You can check your sale chance at any time by hovering over the genres on the right. Honestly, to be truthfully honest with you, I don't really pay attention to the whole sale chance thing. I just like decorating my shop to look Halloween all year. Sorry, I had to pause for a moment because coughing. That's going to happen a lot if I'm going to be using my voice. This little chance shows the odds that someone might find a book they like. Because the chance is based on how many books you have in your shop, it will decrease as you run out of books throughout the day. Managing to sell that last book of a genre is the mark of a great bookseller. I have never managed to do that. Actually, no. Of the genre I've managed to run out of. But like running out of books, like the entire sale, like the entire shelf of books, I've not done. I had, there's that one cut quest we will get to later where you have to sell out or whatever. I just do the trick of putting a smaller bookshelf in there because I can't sell out of all my books. So like I said, I've played this game before. I've enjoyed it, which is the reason why I want to play it again, just to show you the entire story. Fern's here. Hi there. You're the bookseller, right? I see you already talked to Tildy. Did she know everything about you already? Yeah, she does that. Told me all about the review before I'd even started my job there. Oh, I'm talking about the Buxtonbury Review. It's the local paper. Yeah, I sort of write for them. My name's Fern Estrada. Glad to meet you. Your arrival is kind of the only interesting thing that's happened around here in a while. So you'll have to excuse my nosiness, but it's sort of my job to write about you now. How about you help me out by answering a few of my questions, and I'll give you a free subscription in return. You might appreciate the events calendar, and people often sell used books in the classifieds. Right, so for the record, what made you come to Buxtonbury? Needed an escape, searching for where I belong, wanted an adventure. Searching for where I belong? Oh wow, I kind of feel the same way. I hope it works out for you. Okay, and what's your first impression of town so far? Very, windy? I guess the flags are blowing, huh? That and we're on the beach. It's always windy on the beach. Bit intimidating, friendly, I think. Friendly, I think? Don't worry, it really is. People might be meddlesome, but they only have the best intentions. Thanks so much for the little interview. I really appreciate it. And I promise you'll have your first copy of the review by tomorrow morning. I don't know why I struggled there. I'll have a look at your selection now, if you don't mind. See you around? Fern's cute. Over here on the left is like, your like buffs and debuffs, I think. Where sunny, it's nice day out, which I think means that you get more people. I can't wait to recolor all this. Goth it out immediately. Which it looks like we're gonna close up shop. Yep. We get to do that, I think. Or is it going to go through the tutorial before you can do that? Buxtonbury Review. Filled with articles, events, and items for sale. Thanks, Fern. The Buxtonbury Review reports on the goings-ons around town. I need to slow down. I know I get tongue-tied. I don't know why I speed up. You can check today's and tomorrow's weather and keep an eye out for upcoming events. Here you can see the money in your pocket and all the books you own, both in your shop and in storage. Looks like they're running a little low. Yep. All right. In the classified section, you can acquire used books to replenish your stocks. Let's give it a try. Just click to buy. Oh. All right. Those should come in handy. Maintaining a good stock of books is an important part of any book-selling venture. The classified section will sometimes have other bits and bobs. Let's pick up this lonely little lonely cactus. Jesus. Cactus, a bit prickly, but has a heart of gold. While equipped, you get plus 2% to drama sale chance, plus 2% to danger. Plant standing, small, dangerous, paintable. The paintable thing is what I like, because I can, like I said, goth out everything. Close the newspaper by toggling it off in the item bar. Let's give this lonely cactus a new home. This is your item bar. From here, you can open the newspaper and customize your bookshop, amongst other things. Click here to customize your bookshop. Yay! Oh my god, my voice. This is your inventory. Click and drag an item to place it in your bookshop. Is it gonna let me, can I go inside first? It's not gonna let me, okay. I'll just put it here then. Oh, I forgot to read that bit, sorry. Basically it's saying just put it in there. Nice, you get a boost. Some items can increase your sale chance for certain genres or change the effectiveness of other items. Watch out though, sometimes this comes at the expense of another genre. Equipping some items will also increase your daily expenses, so keep that in mind. Hover over an item to check out what it does. To remove an item, simply right-click on it. You can decorate inside or outside your shop, just click here. That's what I was looking for. Click here to manage your inventory by different categories. Try selecting the paints category to begin painting your bookshop. These are your paints. Click to select a paint bucket. Now click the button onto what words? Now click the bucket onto what you want to paint. Look for a white dot or use the icons above the bookshop. Okay. Once you have satisfied your interior decorator, click this button to save and return. And we got a book sign. Oh my god. I sure hope you guys appreciate me giving commentary because it is hurting my voice. Alright, we got a book sign. A sign that says books while equipped. Oh, there's a period there. I got a sign that says books while equipped. Plus 5% to customer counts. It's a hanging sign. We've got a folding table. Why not show off some of your beloved items here? While equipped, plus 1 daily expenses. Woohoo! More money taken out of our funds. Alright. And we got a guest book. Aw, people left some sweet messages here. While equipped, plus 2% to customer count. If you sold more than 10 books yesterday, plus 5% to customer count. Alright. Let us customize our little bookshop here. I'm gonna take a voice break while we do that, and then hopefully I can stop struggling speaking. Okay. That should do it. I like this whole purple and lilac and black thing. Because, I mean, I like... If you've seen my desk setup, you would know that I like, you know, the spooky stuff, but I also like pops of color, so... And purple is like my favorite. So we did a little mix of dark purple and light purple and black. And let's confirm that. Welcome to Buxtonbury. Each day you can pick a location to visit on the map. Going into a location has a travel cost, which is based on what your daily expenses as well as parking fees for the location. You'll unlock more locations as you go. For now, let's pick the waterfront square again. But I wanted to open this. Okay, we're gonna go back to the waterfront square. These are the books in your storage. Select a genre by clicking it to start stocking the shelves. Click to place the selected genre into your shelves. Click and click and drag to place multiple books. Nice. This book is now in your shop. Stocking more books of a genre increases the odds of people finding a book they will like within the genre. Check the sale chance by hovering over the books on the right. You can remove books from the shelf with right-click. Let's fill up the shelves. No need to leave empty space. So my problem is I like having an even amount, which is not the way that you probably should be playing this game. I know like certain areas like certain books, which later on in the game I'll probably focus on, especially when we get more shelves and stuff. But for now, we are going to try to do this as even as possible. Well, I was going to say as even as possible. We don't have a whole lot of books to work with, but we can at least put that, and 7 doesn't divide evenly into 40. But we can at least start with 5 of each and then decide which books we want to add more of. So let's put crime up here. Kids are small, so let's put kids here. Drama with crime makes some sense, I guess. A lot of people don't like fact books. I like fact books, but a lot of people don't, so we'll put it down there too. Fantasy. Okay. Classic. Oh, we have travel. Now we have room for 5 more books. And this is where I start freaking out because I probably should have just... Here, you know what? I like crime, so we're going to add another crime book, which means we got to drop these. I also like fantasy. Let's add another fantasy. And I also like classic. I don't mind travel. Let's add another travel. And you know what? For the kids, let's do one more kid because I don't want to move down anymore. Okay, that should be good. Your shelves are ready. Let's go set up shop or keep adjusting your selection. Let's go. This looks so good. I like that. Did you notice you can look around a location? Click and drag to move your view. You can interact with things by clicking on them. Let's pick up this buoy. Buoy. Buoy, oh buoy? I'm assuming it's supposed to be boy, oh boy, but aren't you supposed to pronounce buoy as buoy? Or am I wrong? Anyways, while equipped, plus 1% to travel sale chance. That must mean you get more travel picks. If I remember correctly, you do. A lot of people like travel here at this location. What else can we look at? The coastal wildlife of Buxton Bay. Read on. Most of the board is taken up with illustrations of the marine animals native to the local bay. You recognize a moon jellyfish with 4 purple circles. You remember seeing a stranded one at Far Beach before. Their delicate tentacles are used to catch prey such as plankton, but are harmless to humans. You also see an image of a herring gull in flight. It has a characteristically bright orange spot on its otherwise yellow bill. These scavengers can seem menacing to humans, but they are trying to adjust to the increasing urbanization of their habitats. They are incredibly intelligent. For example, researchers have observed them shoplifting books, presumably using them to nest in. Is that intelligent? I suppose it is. Lastly, there is a group of small gray acorn barnacles pictured, shown to look different above and below the water surface. Were you aware that the hard bumps often found on rocks and boats are actually the shells of small, arthropods? And acorn barnacles' legs poke out from the top once the tide comes in to catch plankton out of the water. Fascinating creatures. It feels like you have gained a whole new appreciation for coastal critters today. Anytime that you see me pause without moving on, assume that I'm clearing my throat with my mic paused and trying to keep it going. Seems like the telescope is out of order right now. Best check back later. Okay. I think that's all that we can click on right now. I mean, technically you can click on these lights, which is amusing. And you can click on the birds. And I thought you could click on a trash can. Guess not. And this. But nothing happens with it. So let's start. We're probably only going to be doing this one and then stopping because one, my voice is going out, and two, I don't have time to be doing any longer videos. This was more of an update to let you know that I'm going to try my best to use my voice and also show you the struggles that I have to go through to use my voice. I would love to use my voice. I would love to talk to you guys and everything else. It's just hard for me to do. So I'm going to do a mix and match of this and then doing long, no commentary gameplay of other things. Okay, Tildy. Ah, there you are. I wanted to commend you on how much you've been livening up this place. I'm sure you'll want to branch out to other places in town now. My friend Mary owns a very successful cafe in the town center. If I call her up and get her to give you a parking space, you could get quite a few visitors. But I want to stay here. Good call. Yes, I know, dear. You can always trust me on these sort of things. It's decided then. Meet me out by the Cafe Liberté as soon as you can. We have a new place to look at. Visit this lively spot in town center. Sorry. Challenge unlocked. Meet Tildy at the cafe. Tildy asked you to meet her at the cafe in town. Seems like she won't accept no for an answer. Oh, and while we're on the topic of showing your face, I heard our dear Walter was quite impressed with your wagon. He's one of the local fishers. Why don't you go over there and introduce yourself? He should be back from his recent catch just now. There he is. Challenge unlocked. Ahoy, matey. Introduce yourself to Walt, the sailor. He's usually sitting on the stairs at the waterfront. You might want to write this down, love. Having an organized diary will come in handy in our business. I try to write everything down because I need an organized brain all the time. I have so many spreadsheets. Anyways, you know what? I still have quite a few unsold journals left over from my old shop. So here, why don't you take this one? I've got a journal for all your planning needs. Thanks, Tildy. There you go. I hope you make good use of it. Goodbye. You got the journal. Open it any time to check on your progress. Just click the journal in your item bar. Here you can track which genres you have sold the most of, which travel is one of them. Useful for adjusting your selections. This is the total number of books you've sold here. Check back here for hints and events as you discover more. Looks like this page holds one postage stamp to mark your moments in Buxtonbury. You'll collect these stamps as you are making contributions around town. You can also see your progress towards the stamps, as well as hints and extra info. Hover over the stamp for more information, which is basically just telling you the exact thing that I've already read. Click on the arrows in the corners to flip to another page. Click one of the bookmarks to quickly navigate between the different chapters of journals, which we got character references. You found the character entry. This page allows you to find out more about the characters you meet. It includes genres they like, personal information, and where you last saw them. Sometimes characters will have requests for you to fulfill. You can check up on them here to track your progress, which they give you the pronouns of people, which is great, and their birthday, what their favorite genres are, pillar of the community, cat lover, knows better than you. And there's Fern, he, they, birthday, favorite genres, journalist, TTRPG nerd, bad at small talk. So am I, don't worry. We got this. On this page, you can see the different items and effects currently affecting your bookshop. Make sure you use this page if you're ever unsure what something does, or when you are trying to create the most optimized bookshop. Which I don't know why you need this, because you go in and mess with all that in between, but yeah, there's this. This is the calendar. Gives you an overview of what's happened and will happen this season. Check back frequently if you're ever unsure what's going on around town. Simply click on one of the days to see more details. Yeah, so their weekly flea market is on Saturdays. Some bonfire at the end of summer, so on and so forth. Which, if my voice was behaving, I would have liked to play through, an entire season, but that's not going to happen. I don't think that's ever going to happen with this playthrough. So you might get 30 minutes to maybe an hour if my voice is doing good for talking episodes, and I hope you're okay with that. But yeah, I'll go ahead and get back into this because we got to go meet Walt. Okay, never mind. Fern's going to talk to us. Hey, what are you doing here? Our weather correspondent at the paper said that today is going to be the hottest day of the year. So I assumed you'd be on the beach like everyone else. Oh. I'm so sorry. I already forgot that you're new. Jesus. You just seem to fit in so easily. So sorry. Sorry. Here, I'll show you how to get to Far Beach, in case you want to drop by there soon. You got another location and a new challenge. Get to know the beach by visiting it 3 times. I'm not really a beach person myself, but I'm sure the crowd there will need some of your reading material. Okay, now can we talk to Walter? Ahoy there, kiddo. How's it going? Introduce yourself to Walter. We got the stamp. Looks like you're Yeah, you got a good sturdy vessel there. I'm not gonna try to do his accent. Just assume that it's a pirate accent because that's what his voice sounds like. I've some old items lying around which I thought you might like. See if any of it is to your liking. Well, the thing is, I do like this. I like a globe, but the thing is, Walt, I don't got a lot of money. I just got here. So it's good to know that he's got a shop though. My friends tell me you've got some decent cargo on board, too. They've been especially enjoying your travel and classic novels. Guess I have to be careful or I might be outsold by you. Why don't we make a bet? If you can make 20 sales to my buddies, I'll admit defeat. Now we got a new challenge. Wants to sell 20 books to sailors. I'm looking forward to a little competition, kiddo. Good luck. All right. Also, by the way, you can actually recolor your books and stuff, which I completely forgot to do. I started this with a goal in mind and completely overlooked the fact that I could have, you know, tweaked some settings. I don't even know if you can hear the game underneath me talking. And also, I keep thinking, I'm overthinking, I overthink a lot. I want to apologize if I ever sound like I'm blaming you for my voice or whatever, or this is your fault that I want to use my voice. It's not that at all. I don't mean to do that. I don't mean to say anything like that. It is my choice. I am choosing to speak. I'm just struggling the entire time because I want to talk. I want to, you know, be part of the community. I just have a hard time doing it. Okay, anyways, we got a decent amount of money. We just got this challenge, so obviously we didn't get a whole lot of sales before that, but yeah. Anyone else like lighthouses? I love lighthouses. I like the movie okay. I said I like the movie Lighthouse by Robert Eggers. It's not my favorite. I like The Witch better. But I do like his style. I like the whole black and white, you know, theme and everything else. I like his style, but The Witch is definitely my favorite. It is a slower movie and everything else, but I like those slow build movies. I like the slow build in general. I like gothic fiction, gothic literature, you know, that sort of thing, which is definitely tends to be slow build, dread the entire time, but slow build. But yeah, anyways. Looks like some items have been discounted a little. You might be now might be a good time to buy them. Although you could wait longer and risk someone else buying them first. Wow, speaking of guilt tripping. Items in the seasonal section have a much slower turnover, so there's no need to hurry. But be sure to snatch them up before the season ends. Okay? So we got a new hanging plants, which increases sales chance to fact and drama. We got a cooler, which gives plus 2 seconds inspiration duration, plus 2% to customer count while it's sunny. While equipped, it gives you minus 15% to classy effects and plus 2 daily expenses. Ooh, okay. So we did get some discounts, which we do need books, so we're gonna focus on the books first. Get ourselves a nice stockpile before we worry about adding more to our more decor. I think we'll stick to that. We got double digits in most of everything besides classics. What we got new that's new? Oh, we got that buoy, right? Hello? Why is it not letting me click on this? What? What happened? Why am I having some issues? It's like that side of my monitor is not wanting to... It's hovering over it. Oh, maybe it's because of this. You can look around the map by holding click and dragging. Okay. Can I... Okay, that's what it was. All right, we have a buoy. You know what? Sure, we'll add the buoy. Can we paint it? Oops. Nope. There we go. Do it. Actually, you know what's purple? It's already purple. Can we paint the white? No, we can't. Yeah, it's already purple. That's fine. Sure, we'll add that. I don't think we got anything else, right? No. So I think I'm gonna end it there before we continue on. This gets us started. I think that's pretty much the end of the tutorial. There may be a few other things that we might learn along the way. I can't remember. It's been a while since I started this game. But yeah, I think that's where we'll end it for now, and I will be back for more, give my voice a rest. I think today was just extra struggling today because I don't know if people do this, but I was rehearsing what I wanted to say as far as talking about the channel updates. So I was already straining my voice before I even got the video started. So that's on me. But hopefully, knock on wood, that my voice is better so I can film for longer for this series. I'm gonna start posting these every Thursday just to have something new to post, so I'm not just doing Outbound the entire time and WoW on Saturdays. I'm getting close to the end of Outbound, I do believe. I think we got 2 more maps to do. So, and then I'll give my thoughts on that. Again, I want to say, if you feel like you'd be okay with me continuing my Outbound series and my WoW series where I use my voice, without the fact that the first episode of WoW and the first 10 episodes of Outbound already don't use my voice, if it's not too jarring for you, I'll continue that series, both of those series, using my voice. Or you can tell me, shut up, Grim, you need time for your voice to settle down. Give yourself some no commentary videos so you're not fucking up your voice more than it is. Then tell me to do that instead. And I'll just do the one video every week where I use my voice. Anyways, that's it for now. I will continue this series every Thursday, like I said, and the rest of them Tuesday and Saturday. Take care, everyone.